Hey, plant lover, welcome back. Today we're talking about a free plant with more magnesium than anything you'll find in the supplement aisle. Right now, up to half of all Americans are magnesium deficient. That's roughly 160 million people missing out on a mineral that runs over 300 processes in the human body. Meanwhile, the supplement industry sells billions of dollars in pills to fix that exact problem. But there's a plant growing in sidewalk cracks, empty lots, and backyard gardens all over the country that contains up to 5 times more magnesium per serving than spinach. Nobody planted it, nobody waters it, and almost everyone walks past it without knowing what it is. It's called lamb's quarters. You've probably never heard of it, and that's the whole problem, because roughly 300 million people across South Asia eat it every week. It's a winter staple in India, Nepal, and Pakistan. Cooks in rural Mexico have folded it into stews for generations. Communities around the Mediterranean have gathered it for centuries. And in North America, indigenous peoples were cultivating its close relatives as a food crop long before corn ever showed up. So, how did a plant eaten across human history become invisible in America? There's an answer, and it's a little uncomfortable. But first, the numbers. A 100-gram serving of fresh lamb's quarters gives you around 96% of your daily vitamin C, 73% of your vitamin A, and a third of your daily manganese and calcium, all for about 43 calories. Compared to spinach, that's roughly double the B vitamins, triple the vitamin C, and triple the calcium. Compared to kale, about 2.5 times more vitamin A. But the real headline is magnesium. Studies comparing wild edible plants to supermarket greens have found lamb's quarters can contain up to 5 times more magnesium than lettuce, spinach, or cabbage. 5 times, from leaves that grew without a drop of help from anyone. Here's the part that makes it even better. Spinach and a lot of other leafy greens are loaded with oxalates, compounds that bind up minerals like magnesium and calcium before your gut can absorb them. So you eat your spinach thinking you're getting all that magnesium, and a good chunk of it just passes through you. Lamb's quarters has been shown to carry less oxalate interference, meaning your body actually gets to use more of what's inside it. Higher content, better absorption. That's a combination most supplements can't touch. Speaking of which, the global magnesium supplement market hit $3.5 billion in 2023, and it's still climbing. That entire industry runs on one thing: people staying deficient. Somewhere between half and 3/4 of Americans don't hit their recommended magnesium intake, and a diet built on processed food and refined grains is basically engineered to keep it that way. Then the supplement aisle offers the fix: oxide, citrate, glycinate, threonate. Each one a slightly different bottle you'll need to buy again next month. Meanwhile, a plant delivering that same magnesium, wrapped in fiber, enzymes, and cofactors your body actually recognizes, grows uninvited in disturbed soil in every state in the country. It's free, it comes back on its own, and it's been feeding people since before agriculture existed. Now here's why nobody told you about it, and this genuinely changed how I see the word weed. Lamb's quarters belongs to the genus Chenopodium. So does quinoa. That $10 a pound superfood in every health food store is a close botanical cousin of the plant growing in your driveway crack. Comparisons between the two have found lamb's quarters can match or even beat quinoa on certain amino acid and mineral counts. One costs $10 a pound, the other costs nothing. So why is quinoa on every Whole Foods shelf while lamb's quarters get sprayed with herbicide? Part of it is branding. Quinoa got a clean identity, an Andean origin story, and a marketing push that made it feel exotic and premium. Lamb's quarters never got that. It has a dozen different names depending on where you are: Batua in India, Quilits in Mexico, Fat Hen in England. Too many names, no unified brand, no ad budget. But the bigger reason is economics. One lamb's quarters plant can drop 70,000 seeds, sometimes over 100,000, and those seeds can stay viable in soil for decades. There are documented cases of seeds germinating after 40+ years underground. You never have to buy this plant twice. Now think about what that means for anyone trying to sell you seeds. The global seed industry runs on repeat purchases worth over $60 billion a year. Lamb's quarters doesn't play along. It shows up uninvited, feeds you for free, and reseeds itself whether you want it to or not. That's not a product, that's a threat to the product. Farmers spend money killing it because it competes with corn, soy, and wheat. The same plant that could feed a family for nothing gets treated as an enemy because it doesn't fit the business model. Not a conspiracy, just incentives. Research follows funding, funding follows profit, and nothing about a self-seeding free vegetable is profitable. But the plant doesn't care about any of that. It's got a taproot that digs deep past the topsoil layer where most commercial crops draw their nutrients, a layer that's often been farmed down to nothing. That's part of why its mineral content is so high. It's mining ground modern agriculture gave up on. And when it decomposes, it returns those deep minerals to the topsoil, which is why some organic farmers actually let it grow on purpose and chop it as green mulch. The weed becomes the fertilizer. Here's why any of this actually matters for your body. Magnesium deficiency is tied to muscle cramps, fatigue, insomnia, anxiety, migraines, irregular heartbeat, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. And here's a detail most people miss. Without enough magnesium, your body can't properly activate vitamin D. Research published in the Journal of the American Osteopathic Association found vitamin D sits inactive in up to half of Americans because their magnesium is too low. So you could be taking a vitamin D pill every day and getting almost nothing from it because you're missing the mineral that switches it on. It's a cascade, one deficiency quietly sabotaging the fix for another. Okay, let's make this practical because none of this matters if you can't find and eat the plant. Lamb's quarters is easy to identify even if you've never foraged anything. Look for a light, powdery white coating on the young leaves near the growing tips, like a dusting of flour. That's completely natural. It washes off, and very few other plants have it, which makes it a reliable marker. Leaves are diamond or triangle-shaped with wavy, toothed edges. The plant grows 1 to 5 feet tall and shows up in garden beds, vacant lots, road shoulders, and any patch of disturbed soil. If you've ever gardened, it's probably already tried to grow in your beds. To harvest, just grab the top 6 to 8 inches of new growth. Cut from the top and the plant pushes out new side shoots, so one plant can feed you multiple times over a season. Raw, the young leaves taste mild and mineral-forward, close to baby spinach with a bit more earthiness, and they're great mixed into a salad. Cooked is where it really shines. Sautéed with olive oil and garlic, it holds its texture far better than spinach and doesn't turn into a watery mess. Folded into eggs, pasta, soup, or a smoothie. If you want to go further, wait until late summer when the flower clusters dry out and turn brown, then shake the seed heads into a bowl. The tiny seeds toast up nutty in a dry pan, grind into a dark flour, or cook into a porridge. Remember, this is quinoa's cousin, so the seeds behave a lot like it. One safety note, like spinach and chard, lamb's quarters carries oxalates, which is fine in normal amounts, but worth a quick 2-minute blanch if you're eating a lot of it raw or have a history of kidney stones. And be picky about where you pick it. Avoid busy roadsides, industrial areas, and anywhere recently sprayed. Stick to your own yard, an organic farm, or community garden you trust. Zoom out for a second. The average American meal travels over 1,500 miles from farm to plate, a system that depends on fuel, roads, and a supply chain with 1,000 points of failure. Lamb's quarters doesn't need any of that. It needs disturbed soil and time. It's not a replacement for your grocery store, but knowing one of the most nutrient-dense greens on Earth is growing free within walking distance of your home is knowledge our great-grandparents had, and we mostly lost. So here's the takeaway. Half the country is deficient in a mineral that fuels a multi-billion-dollar supplement industry, while a free, self-renewing source of that same mineral grows unnoticed in nearly every neighborhood in America. Nobody's fault exactly, just incentives. But now you know. You can keep walking past it or start seeing it for what it is. If this changed how you look at what's growing around you, subscribe and hit the bell. Let me know in the comments, have you seen lamb's quarters near you, and are you going to try it? Until next time, plant lover, happy growing.